After we have created its layout, let's go to Add Journal Activity and start initializing the widgets. And this Add Journal Activity codes will be segmented into many parts. This is the part 1. So we are starting with the widgets. And these are the buttons, the progress bar, image view, edit text that we have used in our layout. Also, we are going to initialize the Firebase connections, storage, and references. So, user ID and username get current ID, get username, and the current username, Firebase auth authentication, and authentication state listener, and an instance from Firebase user. Now connection to Firestore, we start by initializing the Firebase Firestore DB firestore.get instance and the storage info or reference. Okay, so there is an error here in the storage reference. Let's add the storage. Let's go to the console, go to the storage here, tab. Let's go to the rules. These are the rules. If false, later on we will modify it to the true. And let's add its dependency. So go to this link, firebase.com/documents/android/android play services. And here are the most of the dependencies that you may be using through this course and through using the Firebase. So we are implementing the cloud storage. So we go to the Gradle and scroll down. Here we are adding the implementation of the Firebase, and of course without the version name because we are using the BOM, and importing the storage reference. Now let's add collection reference here, which is called journal. Later on we will see inside the Firestore how the tab journal will be implemented and created when launching this app that stores all the journals in this application. Okay, so let's go to on create method here and start making the references and initializing the references of the storage and the Firestore. Firestorage.getInstance.getReference and the authentication Firebase.getInstance. So every activity that you need to use the authentication, use always the Firebase authentication and the get instance. And here we are going to initialize the widgets. So thoughts, edit text and title edit text, the progress bar, the buttons, and so on. Now, the current user text view, find view by ID, and the post username text view. And now the image view would be find view by ID r.id.post_image view. Okay, so these are the widgets. Now there is a save button. Here is the post save journal button, and this is how to that we are making the two functionalities, the save button and add photo from library. Okay, so add photo button. Later on we will make it when click we need to use the on activity result and the save button. Also the progress bar, put it as invisible at first. And now let's get the instance. If it is not it's not null from the journal user, so there is a current user, get the ID and get the username of this current user through the Firebase and the logged in, and set the text view with the current user name. Now, authentication state listener equal new Firebase authentication, and user equal Firebase auth get current user. If user does not equal to null, do something, and later on else no. If the user equal to null, then do anything. You can put whatever you want, any toast message or any log in this, but I prefer making it later on. Now let's add the save journal method that we are going to see how to edit it in the next videos, and add a photo button.setOnClickListener later on.